Yeah, it is.
Hey, Ken, the people that I picked up out of free agency, they start performing. Like, one dude I picked up out of free agency, he had a sack. The other one had the pick six. Like, bro, them old niggas performing. I put old niggas on the squad. They performing. I got to play King H next week though. I ain't played King. I feel like I ain't played King A since 19. I ain't played King. I feel like I ain't played King A since 19. You already broadcasting, King?
Mm-hmm.
Cause I heard myself in the background. Go ahead, watch out, gang.
Coach thinks, as mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel,
get up in my game
are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3.
Okay, look, he's broadcasting. I'm finna watch that game.
Don't get away.
Okay, he's broadcasting that game. I'm watching it. I said, bro, you gotta come hard.
Who?
You gotta.
Nigga, I'm here to win.
Okay, is that a mic on your head that I see?
Ball up to the 35.
A mic on my head.
Come up on first
I'm talking to the Bengals. Oh, okay. Yeah, nah, see, I got him in one and you on the other.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack.
But yeah, man, I'm finna go ahead and let you focus and play this game.
And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Why did y'all do that?
Loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Go now. 60
I fucking throw this. It came up on me too. I could do that. It's even better.
On second and 11 now. Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete.
Okay.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Play me tight.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Perfect. My goddamn 3 points.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot.
Go to work.
Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
On the set. Right there, 55. Leo. Snap.
The former second-round pick. This is Joe Mixon. And they get him down, but
did y'all really let him get all the way over there?
40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Back to Mixon on first down.
Take that nigga down.
Spin move
Juke
there
the shit out of our
taken
asses.
down. A nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on third?
Hey, Orbit.
Back to throw. Low.
God damn, y'all left him wide the fuck open.
He takes it just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
Okay.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Damn, y'all.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Get that ball.
It's picked up by
Go, big boy. Yeah, let's go.
Take over at the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Okay.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go. 10-2 sauce. General West.
You better.
On 2nd
Yeah,
down,
there
here's
you
a
go.
run with Mack. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the
There it
holes?
is.
And he's seeing things before they
Why you
even
didn't
happen
hold
and
him?
hurtling
What the
through 'em.
fuck y'all doing?
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
As I watch that play
Because the motherfucker never blocked him.
stereotypes for being broken left and right.
He let him
As a
go.
corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
58, boys, 58. Rock it. Sponge. Hey, seam 6. Let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser. And that
You
is
would fucking drop it. God damn!
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 70, Indy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, Alpha. 55. Right there. Down.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
There you go, baby. There you go. Get yours.
By Steven Nelson.
Way to go, Nelson.
Back to about the 11-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And
what the fuck?
Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I gotta beat him.
We're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Yeah.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Topper, Topper. Kick that. Stand. Check 13.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And this is going to result.
Mac, why was you moving so slow, yo?
Back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
Airing one out for Boyd.
What?
This is taken in. It's good.
Come on, man.
33 yards that time. Back in the first quarter, you
just sit there and fucking look. Who does that?
You just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know,
So cheap-ass bullshit.
Quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Fucking bullshit.
There at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And a flag.
What was that?
That one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Man, I swear to God, that motherfucker give up too many of them.
To cover these great receivers, they have such great body control, and they
It's
can fake
fucking
you
bullshit.
out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
Let's fucking
Penalty
go.
flag had to come out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Logan got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
218, chop. Hey, box truck.
On 3rd down, Logan.
What?
Will be incomplete.
Catch that shit.
Was the call spot on? How about the execution of that defense right there?
Y'all niggas been fucking up all day.
He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find
Yes.
something.
No good. Let's go.
And
Let's
this is off
go.
the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
At 50, plant. 80 weapons. It's just me and you now.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson.
Here you go, baby.
By James Washington. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
I'll take it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Kaiser. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time. They come out here in the I.
General West.
They'll run here with Connor.
Get in there, Connor!
His way in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of imposing their will score.
Thank you.
And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here.
Same formation.
Hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw on second down, Logan. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Logan going deep for Alford.
No! You should have never fucking jumped.
Picked off by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I didn't want you to jump.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well.
That's on us. That's on us.
Forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
They're going to walk back, fella.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Kaiser now.
Yeah!
Not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Set, 8-3, 61.
There you go, play me close.
A first down throw for Kaiser. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Patrick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Big mistake.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Logan, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Whip. Watch the whip. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. 5.
Now Joe Mixon.
Uh-oh.
Now.
Yeah, y'all fucked that up.
And he'll
Big
take
time.
this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey,
What?
We know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. And what's the ball? Recon, 132 fighter. He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Get it.
They'll run with Darquan.
God damn, can I get
After a
that
gain
all?
of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw is Kaiser.
What the fuck, man?
Incomplete.
What are y'all doing out here?
Washington was the intended target. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming up.
Oh, come on.
You better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so. They ended up losing the down as well.
Oh, man.
Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. Rip right. 25. Check 25.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
All day. Hey, Haywood. Mike 5-4. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get this. 2.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Logan.
God damn, y'all got killed. Y'all got killed right through the middle.
25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's get it together, defense. Ready?
On first down, Nixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Logan, this is caught, and he
Damn!
couldn't get there, tackled down at the 1. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Pilot, 64, weak. Look at me. Go, go.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. 10-2 saw. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Greystone, travel. 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
2nd and 3. And that'll be it.
What's the flag?
We do have a penalty.
Come on, man.
Let's see what that's about. So they
Fuck this game.
before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these
He wasn't even fucking throwing it to him.
Some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
God damn it, man. Stay on your feet, bitch.
Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Of course. Because y'all niggas ain't playing. Y'all not playing.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, I'm playing by our goddamn self.
On 2nd and 12. Kaiser. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
But y'all put...
And he'll get it out to midfield. He'll spot right at midfield at the 50.
Oh, that's how they gonna do us tonight, baby. That's how they gonna do us tonight,
baby. For the Bengals as they
baby.
try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Go.
Kaiser now from the 50. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Steelers 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I don't get what y'all doing out here, but y'all better get it together. This is fucked up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure.
Oh, get it. Let's go.
He will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Steelers 13.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch.
Catch it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one
I don't even see why.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Kaiser.
Oh!
And he's going to be intercepted every time. Hooked up by Jesse
Oh my
Bates.
God, I deserve this loss.
And he
I deserve every last bit of it. Oh my God.
Cincinnati. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it
Can't get a
past the
fucking call of
25
shit.
up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, Kaiser. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
What the fuck?
To start the drive, but that one incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Kaiser. And this one,
it was in your hands, Washington. What the fuck?
That one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald.
You just did a fucking perfect juke, and then you gonna fuck up the juke?
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of
Matt,
2nd
what the
and 2.
fuck is wrong with you guys today?
Here, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Set.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Bravo. 52, right, 52. How you getting ahead? How you getting ahead? Speed grip.
Kaiser to throw it. His throw incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Sam Hubbard able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too.
I was just picking all the fucking long times for the flag. I need this shit way early ago.
But it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Catch that bitch.
It's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. Kaiser, and this is incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's
I just don't understand this shit.
Before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Ready. 18. Topper. Take four. Snap.
Now they run with Mixon. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Broken fucking
The Pittsburgh
collarbone.
offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved at me. I'm like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So quickly, all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Leo.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on,
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Watch out, watch out. Team spill. Bang, 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 bang. Jam, 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 jam. Mike, shoot.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Logan. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the Bengals, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1
Hell
defeat
no.
as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yo. He did all right. He did all right. He had some good user picks that bullied them. Yep. Yeah, I wasn't in my game for real. Yeah, my defense just left the fucking middle open. Man. I don't know yet. I ain't checked. I'll be doing the little videos and shit first. You know what? I'm a little disappointed more than anything. You know, like some of my passing, all that. I just wasn't on point. I wasn't. 7 weeks.